Hey everyone, how you living? Hope you're alive and living color. This is Eric Lee. You're watching another episode of EML77 TV, episode 309. What's going on? Well, another hot one today. 89 degrees. And according when I drove out of work, and I went to the Walmart and I had to pick up a couple of things and some soda and some new pair of sneakers, because my other pair of sneakers is starting to bite the dust a little bit. So I was like, okay, you want to see my pair of sneakers? I mean, it cost me only 15 stinking bucks, but whatever, these are N1s. Pretty cool, huh? I figured I'd get some stylish sneakers, and these are about as stylish as it gets. Reminds me of the 90s, a little bit of the 90s. So I'm going to wear these from here on in. So there we go. So I'll tell you what, this is the end of July, towards the end of July. Another thing I want to do is wish my brother Tyler a very happy birthday. Tyler, hope you're watching this, brother. I love you. I hope Danica gives you a very special birthday, and hope Tachi and Spock also treat you nice as well. And happy birthday, Tyler. Love you, my brother. Hope to see you soon. At the end of July, I usually give my thoughts and feelings of what's going on. As you saw in the last few episodes of the show, as you can tell, a lot of crazy things have been happening here on the internet as well. Don't need to get into it because you guys probably already know it. I probably repeated it so many freaking times. It's not even funny no more. So y'all know that, and I've taken care of business in that area. But it has been a crazy month of July as we end July. Tomorrow is the last day of July. We're getting to August. Unbelievable. The Portuguese feast is coming up. I'm really excited about that. I'll probably gonna try. I'm gonna make an attempt to go. And I just got out of the shower, and because I looked so grody, and a friend of mine had their pool. My parents told me, you're more than welcome to come. And I said, I'll think about it. But then I decided I'm going to stay home because after being out there in that heat and I'm exhausted, I figured, I need to rest. I need to chill. I need to do something, And the last thing, and he's screaming teenage sisters. No offense. I love my family, but gotta have some me time. You know what I mean? Just. So I decided to take a shower instead. That's the best, closest thing to water I got. And plus, I'll be celebrating their birthday this Saturday anyway. So birthday's this Saturday anyway. So I wouldn't worry about that. So, and plus, you got the fan. I got the fan on, very relaxed, and just what's really cool? Getting out of the shower and you put the fan on blast, and you just go yes. You know what I mean? It's like a nice cool breeze. Just wow. It has been a hot summer over here in New England. Let me tell you. We usually have extreme cold, one thing about New England weather is this. You never know what we're going to get. The funny part is we complain about the cold and the winter and the snow when it comes to wintertime. We complain about the heat and hotness during the summertime. When it comes to fall and spring, just right. It's like not too hot, not too cold, just right. Perfect, So, us New Englanders, we're nuts. You know what I'm saying? We are crazy. So, if you haven't lived in New England, you probably don't want to you understand how I feel. But if you don't, well, if you don't live in New England, well, or used to live in New England, well, you guys can understand. But for those of you who don't, well, that's the way it is. You know what I'm saying? That's the way it is. So, I just took a shower. I'm shaved up and ready to go, and just ready to go and relax for the rest of the night. Rest of the afternoon and whatnot it is a doozy. Let me tell you, it has been a total doozy. I've read this. Usually when you read something on the internet and it's totally crazy. There's an Ohio teacher is allergic to bananas. And which is really really amazing. Like people are being allergic to bananas. There's lots of food allergies out there. So 3 middle school students, this is an Ohio art teacher, that pranked by smearing bananas all over the doorknobs, the doors, the desk, for a prank during lunchtime. And then the teacher went in some kind of state of shock, ended up being in the hospital. And they knew that she was allergic. I mean, why would the students do this to the art teacher? That's disrespect, man. It's a banana-free zone. Don't. I am, it's like I'm appalled. The problem is that some of these kids nowadays have a lack of respect for their elders, and it sickens me to no end. And just, and it's very sad. It's like who we blame? The parents sometimes. Those 3 students, I think they're getting punished for it. I don't know what the deal was. The news wouldn't elaborate on the punishment that the 3 students got. So it's it really irks me nowadays. If we did something like that back then, we'd be in trouble. We're suspended. I mean, seriously? I mean, if I did something like that, if I know somebody has a food allergy and you prank them by that, I'd be in big trouble, probably detention back in the day. Remember when the evil version of the Power Rangers decided to fill up the bubbler with soap? And when Mr. Kaplan decided to, take a drink out of it and squirt it all over him, and then those evil versions of the Power Rangers laughed, and then the real Power Rangers came in, and Mr. Kaplan saw the 5 students and said, "You're detention now." Imagine, that's what it was. Like, people have no respect. I mean, these 3 middle school kids, they're like, I feel like going, if the teacher has an allergy, do not, food allergy like a banana, do not give her any banana. And don't even prank her, because it's not funny. It is not funny, because that person that poor art teacher went into total shock and ended up in the hospital. I'm like, can somebody talk to these 3 boys, 3 students that did this? I mean, I'm going, didn't they pay attention at all? And it's like, oh my gosh. And then this other woman, 79-year-old lady, spent 10 days in jail because she was feeding stray cats. She had a neighbor who left the cats to her because she's worried about them. She's like, she's doing something good to help out, cats. Neighbors start whining. It was like every time neighbors whine about something, the person who's doing the good deed get in trouble. Every time a person does a good deed, people whine about it, and then neighbors whine about it, and then that person gets in trouble for it. I mean, that is just. I'm like, has everyone flipped? I mean, has everybody gone insane? I mean, somebody needs to go to the funny farm, and it ain't me, that's for sure. Oh my goodness. I'm like, are you serious, bro? This poor woman wants to feed the cats, all right, to make sure the cats are going to be okay. And all of a sudden, neighbors call the cops and they arrest her. I could not believe it. Even her son could not believe it. I would have said, okay, who's on crack here? That's why I don't do drugs. Because we think stupid. Drugs make you stupid. I don't care, let's make marijuana legal. Hey, marijuana legal? Appa. That makes you Pringle. That's no wonder why people are thinking stupid nowadays. Too much marijuana, too much of the weed. Appa. I mean, seriously. Come on now. Has everybody flipped in this country? I mean, forget the politicians. The politicians are already whacked out as it is already. I mean, people have common sense. This woman wants to feed stray cats and she gets arrested and gets spent 10 days in jail because she fed stray cats. I want to know what kind of weed the neighbors were smoking for calling the cops on this poor woman. I mean, come on. Take them in and take good care of them, probably. Are they afraid that all the stray cats will be coming in? Seriously, I can imagine. I can just, well, the real band Stray Cats are going to be playing. Brian sets everything up. I want to rock this town, rock it inside. Neighbors calling the Stray Cats as well. Hey, what? The Stray Cats are playing. Cops are like, they're just meowing. No, them Stray Cats. Brian Setzer in them. You never know. I'm just, it just boggles my mind that people do not think anymore. People don't want to think, and then they go on the internet and they judge people, and it's ridiculous. It's like, everybody lay off the weed, or I felt like Stephen A. Smith, lay off the weed, And people don't think Tom Brady's the greatest football player, greatest quarterback of all time because he supposedly cheated. Are you freaking kidding me? The guy led his team to 6 Super Bowl. He won 6 Super Bowl. He has 6 Super Bowl rings. with one team. It took the Steelers 35 years to win 6 Super Bowls. It took Tom Brady half that to do it. It took Tom Brady and the Patriots half that to do it. I mean, a lot of people have flipped and lost their friggin' minds. And don't get me started into wrestling. Woo, Lord. I mean, everybody complains about this, you know. They complain about Brock Lesnar being Universal Champion, and all of a sudden Seth Rollins wins the title, and everybody turns on Seth Rollins. And everybody talks about Becky Lynch, give Becky a chance. Becky comes to man, and they start booing her. What in the world is wrong with you people? Wrestling fans are the most fickle fan base ever. It's like, can you make up your mind who you want as champion? And now the crazy thing is, Maria Kanellis is now the 24/7 champion, and she's the first pregnant woman to capture a title in WWE history. And you know what? I think it makes a good storyline. I'll tell you why. It would make all the superstars try to be crafty with using ingenuity and smarts to find a way to pin Maria Kanellis and take the title off her. I mean, the best way you can do it is wait 30 days, and if Maria still has the title in 30 days and refuses to defend it, strip her over the title. Duh. That could be one way. But I know R-Truth. If I know R-Truth from Carmella, they're going to come up with something really, really smart. And if I were Drake Maverick and Renee Michelle, quit arguing. In fact, Drake Maverick should forget about the 24/7 title, be with his wife, spend time with her, please. I mean, good Lord, come on. I mean, 24/7 is cool, and then you see Maria as a champion finally. That's great, you know. Congratulations, Maria. But she's putting herself at risk here with her, you know, being pregnant and all. And then she goes and tries to provoke Braun Strowman. Maria, do yourself a favor. Stay away from that man. That is the monster among men. He can flip cars. He flipped over a big rig with Roman Reigns. Flipped over a big rig. He flipped over a freaking ambulance. Do you really want to provoke him? I don't want to see anything happen to you and that baby. Maria, I'm begging you. Stay away from Braun Strowman. Please. Oh, my goodness. I'm going insane. And then I'm watching Grimm's Toy Shop. You know, Grimm. He's got his own action figures collection. He was, I think he was featured in Discovery Channel special. I forget the name of the show, but 2019 has not been Grimm's year. I hate to say it. I mean, him and his wife got divorced. He moves out. He had to move out. He moves in with his brother. And here's the deal. Bonifer, who was the YouTube Figures Heavyweight Champion of GTS, as he started, because of his injury, had to relinquish the title, and they had a tournament going on. And Grimm says he's going to win the belt. And Doo-Hop, his brother, said, hey, I want to win the title too. And those two are in an argument over it. And then Grimm claims that him and Francesca had a little tryst going on. That pissed off Tony Cini, who's been loyal to the guy and since the very beginning of GTS. And now, kind of found out that Justice D. DeVille, who is Francesca's father, is confronting Grimm about this. They said the Grimm burial tour is going to happen. Poor Grimm, it's on him. He's not burying everyone else, he's burying himself. He's got his brother after him. He's got Tony Tini angry at him. He's got Francesca probably is angry at him. And got Justice D. DeVille. Grimm is going to get himself killed one of these days, man. I mean, oh my gosh. And then you got the loudmouth Jimmy Controversy as the GTS Intercontinental Champion. For goodness sakes, somebody shut that boy up. He looks like Rick Bell on crack, for God's sakes. And then you got, Kurt Bale wanted me booked somewhere. I'm like, oh man. And I was like, good Lord. And unbelievable. And then you got the Superhuman Kid, who is very popular. And you gotta love some of his videos. He tweets them. He's like, all he does is jump on stuff and hurt himself on stuff. And you're like, and he always says, he does it all like Jiggalos and Jiggalettes. He's a big Insane Clown Posse fan. I'm not, but still. When I first heard that, I thought he was all Jiggalos and Jiggalettes. I'm like, Jiggalos? Just a Jiggalo everywhere I go. And this guy just jumps on barbed wires and and he takes off his shirt and screams, F this ass! I'm trying to make it PG here. Trust me on this one, it's going to be crazy. Anywho, and he jumps up. Ah! You know, tube lights. Boom. Bash him like. And I hope you like it. Whoop whoop. I'm like, this guy's crazy. You know, and he sells T-shirts. I'm like, this guy's an internet sensation. I'm like, good Lord, how in the world these guys? And it's like Jackass is the legacy of Jackass lives on. You know what I mean? Wow, wow, wow. Oh my Lord, it just boggles my mind. It just boggles my mind. It's been a crazy month of July, man, and just now it's coming to an end. July was one of my favorite months of the summer because everything happens. The Whalen City Festival, you know. I found out the wrestling show that I attended is going to be closing its doors at the end of the year. House of Bricks Pro Wrestling, and I was shocked. I'm like, wow, they started 10 years ago. You know, a lot of things have happened, and it's totally amazing. Totally amazing. So let's see what else. On the docket, my friend Rodney T. Flippin, he's doing his show. He's got a season finale for Net Poker, which I have been champion. I've been the #1 winner in there. I've won the Outlaw Jackpot twice. I'll probably be there for the final three, the top 3 money winners. And then he's going to take me on hiatus. He's going to be a dad once again. So congratulations to my buddy Rodney T. Flippin. And I've been named one of the interim moderators for his Discord group of YouTube Games and Entertainment. So I'm going to be I'm going to try to figure out what to do and see how that, because I got a lot of crazy stuff going on. I got a song list I got to get out to my church bands pretty soon because I was chosen to pick the songs. So I got to go because my mother and I went over the sequence of the songs, and it's going to be totally crazy. So, yeah, it's been crazy summer. We got one more full month to go, August. I got jury duty coming up 28th of August, so I probably will not be on as much unless I didn't get picked. So, it's going to be a scary thing going to court. And, you know, it's, you know, a lot of crazy things have happened and just, I don't know what August will bring, but I'll think of something. And I was asked if I'm going to do some Super Mario Maker 2 content. I will be doing that pretty soon to get these thumbs. With the first weekend being, lots of crazy things have been happening. Summertime, you know, a lot of things have happened, and so we'll see what happens. Possibly I'll do some, you know, Friday. You know, it all depends because I'll have more free time now that, you know, YouTube Games and Entertainment will be down for, you know, until next year. Well, it won't be down per se. People you can come on it and do games and all that good stuff. And I can you know, step aside because I've been attending a lot of the games on there. I can step aside, just be the moderator. If anybody needs me, call me and say if there's a problem, let me know. And you know, Brandon Scruggs will be doing the same thing. So it's a lot of things gonna be going on. I want to make sure that everything is on the up and up and upright and all that. So stay tuned for for all the craziness going to happen there. So what is next for me? Well, I'm going to do my thing and enjoy the weekend. That's for sure. So I got work tomorrow. They'll be halfway. I love Wednesdays. I don't mind. Wednesdays, the toughest thing about is rehearsal. Band rehearsals I usually need to get home before 8 o'clock so I can watch Press Your Luck and NXT. Can't wait for that. That's tomorrow. And, you know, SummerSlam's coming up August 11th. Pretty soon, NXT TakeOver as well. So I'm going to make some picks and predictions real quick on those and hopefully bring you some Super Mario Maker 2 content, some levels I have created because I told my friend Thomas Willis I did Super Mario 3, Super Mario World, new Super Mario 3D World. So I'm working on new Super Mario Bros. U style, and then I got the Super Mario Bros. Style. We'll see what happens then. There's lots of crazy ideas going in my head and everything else. So that's the way it is. So I will, in order to get on that, I got to get off here. So that's all the time we have on this show. God's life, love, light, and blessings to all of you. I'll catch you on the flip side. Remember, pay attention. You might learn something. Episode 310 coming your way soon. Don't know what I'll talk about then. Hopefully, I get these thumbs episodes. I'll probably figure everything out between now and then. So it's going to be a great day. So hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you. On that episode 310. So long.